So, Derek X is the current HOH. He won an endurance comp. He's nominated Sarah Beth and Brittany. And Big Brother Twatter, along with the people in the house, celebrate that the Black Power Race Alliance has made it into jury. Hannah talked about it on the feeds, and it got posted by one of these Big Brother accounts, and it's being celebrated online. Once again, the most racist season of Big Brother ever. Because again, every single season, people have projected that there's a white-based alliance that was strictly based on forming because they were white to eliminate all of the non-whites, so there could be only a all-white final five or final six. That has never occurred. Um, Even in season 15, with all of the racist comments that did get made, there still was no official white power alliance. The race based alliance has only occurred in this season. But again, this is what you get with BB, woke Twitter, and woke people in general. They love to project other people of being bigoted and prejudiced while they engage in blatant bigotry. And then they justify their blatant bigotry by saying, well, you're guilty of the bigotry I assumed or speculated that you have. But this explicit racism or bigotry only happens with the woke ones. Again, every season of Big Brother, there's always talk of an all female alliance because it's all female and we want all females at the end. We want a female to win because she's female. That has never been uttered by the guys in the house or the handful of guys who aren't gay that watch this show online. That only comes from the female contingent and the wannabe female contingent of the BB woke Twitter fan base. And now here we have the race based alliance. And what it does, it stifles gameplay on top of it being blatantly racist because strategies, plans aren't being made based on strategies or actual plans. They're being made to appease some sort of symbolic victory that doesn't mean a goddamn thing because only one of them can win $750,000. And the fact of the matter is, there's a high chance that none of them will be friends after this show. You go down the list of seasons, unless you get married to the person because you were in a showmance and were a part of the same season, and outside of the house, you guys are living together. Outside of that, you could literally count, I believe, on one hand how many people are truly close and consistently stay in contact as friends outside of the house after 22 seasons of Big Brother. So you have people potentially risking life changing money to make some symbolic victory that, sure, BB Woke Twitter will celebrate for a handful of months and then they'll bring it back. But what does that mean to you if you have to pay some bills or you want to invest in something and you could have used that money? I mean, now, I don't know, maybe the six of them are privileged, dare I say, and they don't really require the money. I mean, I can see maybe Hannah comes from a well to do family. We know Xavier is a lawyer, but That doesn't necessarily mean he makes a lot of money, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, because we had Xavier doing his HOH take out somebody who wasn't targeting him for the sake of the Black Power Alliance. And we had Frenchie, who really sort of set the tone. This dude has a wife and what, two or three kids at home, and he eliminated damn near half the house, if not more so, from being his target because he wasn't targeting females or POCs as he likes to call them. Like utterly ridiculous. Like this is a season full of non-gameplay. They're all playing for Twitter and for woke points. Now people usually get upset for players being in the house playing for Instagram followers. Okay, you can have that. That's annoying if people are playing for Instagram followers. But when people are playing for woke points and Twitter and the woke parts of BB Reddit, I find that to be even worse. Because at least with the Instagram players, they're trying to get as far as possible to build up their number count. So there's some incentive to actually play well because, the further you make it, the more screen time you have and the more you boost up your Instagram following. But again, I just can't get over the fact that we legit have a race based alliance that people are celebrating. And by the way, two of them are mixed race, but that's a different subject. Because no, let's just focus on that. Hannah being a part Indian, Xavier being part Mexican, right? But they claim the black side only because, sadly, it only works on the so-called black race. Because the fact is, you get treated higher and more elevated if you're mixed and claim black. But if you're mixed and claim Indian or claim Mexican, or if you mix with white and you claim white, that doesn't work the other way around. Uh, and in fact, it generally doesn't win you any sort of hierarchy or brownie points. But if you claim black in your mix, yeah. I mean, hell, just look at Colin Kaepernick. Just look at Obama. Hell, look at Sean King pretending to be a mixed black man, even though he's white. But yeah, this season of Big Brother has just been pathetic. Because again, Derek X is not even making a good move. He's targeting Christian right now, which eliminates another guy, and it leaves him in the house being the biggest competition threat. Like, just absolutely stupid. And this is going into jury. They're not even in jury. So it's early to take someone out like that for someone like Derek X. Derek X target should be SB, Sarah Beth. He takes out Sarah Beth. That breaks up the Kylan and Sarah Beth duo. That also removes a person from the Kings. And that eliminates a female while keeping a huge comp threat in the game. Because there's still a number of evictions to go. I mean, presumably they're going to do another double or even triple eviction. And with someone like Christian still in the house, that puts someone ahead of him. But with Derek X eliminating Christian being the only one now with the most comps, that's not good. And plus, it's so odd to say this, but the most testosterone in the house from the males is from freaking Derek F. Like, this is the most femme group of males in that house. Any shred of testosterone based males was eliminated with people like Brent. And even that was mild in that case. I mean, I guess they're going to just cast mama's boys and soft dudes to give the females a better chance. But again, here we have Hannah celebrating the race alliance, talking about it's historic and monumental. No, it's racist and it's hypocritical. It's racist because it's alliance based on race, and it's hypocritical because you claim to be against racism. But that's the logic of people like her and the people in the house and the people on the outside on Twitter celebrating this nonsense. And but this is Cody Nixon approved, which I found funny to see him. But I'm not surprised because like that's how those conservative people are. They're just they're just slow liberals because they concede on every point. But that's a political issue for a different video. But let's focus on Big Brother. This is a racist ass season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But as far as the celebrity boxing event goes, that was pretty fair. You had everybody fighting each other. It wasn't race based at all. And surprisingly enough, well, not surprising to me because they did fight Canadians. Big Brother USA did well with the celebrity fights. Caleb won his fight. Fessy won his. Nick got knocked down. That was no surprise. Who thought Nick can fight? And Josh, he's a bitch. No surprise there. But Casey won hers. Rockstar got her shit rocked. I mean, anyone surprised? And plus, she's annoying on Twitter, so I'm glad she got clock clocked clean. And Jerry Dale McGuire beat the hell out of Tom Plant from Canada One, and he challenged Mark Long to a fight, and he accepted. And if you want to see the fight in full, go to the Instagram account of Big Brother Spoilers. He was nice enough to record the whole thing, and he put it on his Instagram account. I'll put a link in the top comment or in the pinned comment of this video. So those are the Big Brother celebrity fight results. You can see them. You can see all the fights for yourself in that link. But as far as the Big Brother game, there's no gameplay going on because people are playing for Twitter and woke points. But the funny thing would be is if at the end of all of this, Claire ends up being the winner. But hey, they get their female winner, so they should be happy, right? Oh boy, this is such a shit show of a season. Exposing the woke for being who they truly are.